Your life as a U.S. aircraft carrier pilot. Every rank explained. The catapult fires, and you're doing 0 to 165 miles per hour in 2 seconds. Your vision tunnels, your chest compresses, the ocean disappears beneath you, and suddenly there's nothing but sky. You don't scream, you don't pray, you just fly. This is the only world that matters now, and you are just getting started.
Level 1. The Nugget. You arrive at your first fleet squadron with 300 hours in your logbook and a call sign you didn't choose. Someone decided you looked like a brick or a goose or something worse, and now that's who you are. You don't argue. You are a Nugget, a first-tour aviator, the lowest rank that still gets to touch a jet. You carry your own gear, you brief last and debrief first. Senior pilots correct your radio calls in front of everyone, and you say, "Roger that," and write it down. The airplane is an F-18 Super Hornet. It costs $67 million. They handed you the keys. You feel like a fraud every single morning. You fake the confidence until the wheels leave the deck, and then, only then, does it feel real. You tell yourself the doubt means you're paying attention. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's just what you tell yourself to get through the day. The carrier never sleeps. It smells like jet fuel and seawater and something metallic you can't name. Your stateroom is the size of a walk-in closet shared with 3 other people. You learn to sleep through noise, through movement, through everything. You are learning the rules. Most of them aren't written down.
Level 2. Section Lead. 18 months later, you lead a 2-ship formation. 1 jet behind you, 1 pilot watching your every move, trusting that you know what you're doing. You mostly do. Section Lead is the first real test. You're no longer just executing someone else's plan. You're making calls, time-sensitive, consequence-laden calls. Miss a fuel check by 4 minutes, and the whole mission unravels. You learn to think 3 steps ahead while simultaneously flying a $67 million aircraft 60 feet above the water at 500 knots. You start to understand the ecosystem. The ship runs on a hierarchy so precise it functions like a living organism. Air Wing Commander at the top, CAG staff beneath him, squadron COs, department heads. You're somewhere in the middle, ascending slowly. Every qualification earned is a door opening. Every door that opens reveals a longer hallway. You stop second-guessing your radio calls. You stop apologizing for decisions mid-debrief. Something is changing inside you, and you don't examine it too closely. Level 3. Division Lead. Now you manage 4 jets, 4 pilots, 4 sets of families who don't know where their person is tonight. You're responsible for their training records, their readiness, their mistakes. When one of your guys clips a wingtip on a night trap, you're in the CO's office by 0600, not flying, sitting, answering questions. You realize power comes with paperwork, and paperwork comes with exposure. The division lead slot is where they figure out if you can lead people or just airplanes. Some guys are exceptional sticks who can't manage the human element. They plateau here. You watch it happen. You file it away. You stop talking about home as much, not because you miss it less, because you've learned to compartmentalize with a precision that would concern the people who love you. Level 4. Department Head. You are now a lieutenant commander. You run a department. Operations, safety, maintenance, or weapons. 40 to 60 people report up through your chain. You know their names, their strengths, their problems. Deployment is 7 months. You've done 3. The jet still feels like an extension of your body, but you spend more time in meetings than cockpits now. You resent it quietly and professionally. At this level, the informal rules matter more than the official ones. Who you protect, who you advocate for, which battles you pick with the CO and which ones you let go. You learn that loyalty is currency, and silence is sometimes its own language. You fly your assigned sorties and debriefed clean. You handle the politics with the same precision you handle the aircraft. Anyone watching can't tell which one costs you more. Level 5, Executive Officer, XO. Second in command of the entire squadron, between 250 and 350 personnel, depending on the airframe. You are the enforcer. The CO sets the culture. You implement it. You are no longer popular. That's not the job anymore. You process NJPs. You deliver career-ending news with a steady voice. You manage up to a commanding officer who may or may not trust you fully, and manage down to department heads who are watching to see if you'll be the kind of XO who covers for them or sacrifices them. You do neither. You do the job. The thing nobody tells you about XO, the loneliness of it. You are close to everyone and trusted by almost no one. You represent authority now. That changes every interaction. You fly less. You think about flying more. Level 6, Commanding Officer. Your name is on the letterhead. Every decision, every accident, every achievement, every failure, it comes back to you. The CO of a carrier strike fighter squadron is the final word on approximately 300 lives at any given moment. When your jets launch off the bow at 0200 for a real-world tasking you can't discuss with your family, you are the one who signed the order. You live with that. Command is not what you imagined at level 1. It is quieter, heavier. You make decisions you'll never explain publicly and carry them without ceremony. You've stopped expecting acknowledgement. That's not what this is about anymore. You tell yourself that, and you mostly believe it. Your peers are disappearing. Lateral moves, shore duty, early separation. The pyramid is narrowing, and you can feel it. Level 7, CAG, Air Wing Commander. One person commands the entire air wing. That's you now. 70 to 80 aircraft, multiple squadrons, strike missions, reconnaissance, electronic warfare, logistics, all of it flows through your staff. You brief the Admiral. You own the air picture. When something goes wrong over the target, the question isn't what happened, it's what you authorized. The CAG exists in a strange atmospheric layer between operators and strategists. You still fly to maintain credibility, but every flight is now symbolic as much as functional. You are the standard, the benchmark. Everyone is watching to see if you still have it. You do. For now. Level 8, Admiral, Carrier Strike Group Commander. The strike group is yours. One carrier, multiple destroyers, a submarine you know is out there and almost never see. Air power, surface warfare, undersea capability, all under your command. Somewhere between 7,500 and 10,000 people. You make decisions that appear in classified briefings at the Pentagon before they appear anywhere else. The jet is memory now. You haven't flown a combat sortie in years. You stand on the flag bridge and watch the aircraft launch and recover, and you remember what it felt like. The catapult, the tunnel vision, the sky. You don't miss it the way you expected to. You miss the simplicity of it, when the job was just you, the aircraft, and the problem in front of you. Now the problems have no edges. Now everything is connected to everything, and you are responsible for all of it. Power at this level is invisible. Nobody salutes the idea of consequence, but it's there, every hour, in every decision, in every order transmitted from this ship to those jets to those targets. You know things you can't say. You carry them the way you learned to carry everything, without expression, without ceremony, without complaint. Somewhere on a base in Virginia Beach, a 26-year-old lieutenant just got his fleet squadron assignment. He's polishing his wings. He can't sleep. He thinks the hard part is behind him. It isn't. But he'll figure that out at about 165 miles per hour, just like you did.